Hey everyone, it's Jacqueline, J.W. Van Minimal. So I am about to get in my 2 miles of walking, and that it says it's about 45 minutes. I'm not sure. Maybe it is. I walk kind of fast, but I'm outdoors, and I wanted, before I start my little walk, give a couple of updates as I'm walking so that I'm not getting exhausted while I walk and talk, and try to make sure I walk without tripping over the sidewalk. So what happened with me today? So every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I carry the little lady. I told you about the Laotian lady. So I had her today. She was a little chatty. Of course, I didn't understand a word she was saying, but I guess we're communicating. Um, I would love to learn a little bit of her language, but I think she's learning more from me. First of all, I always had the news on in the vehicle, like NPR. I listen to it religiously when I'm in the car, so it's always on. And I think she's hearing that and getting sort of used to it because the family she lives with, it's her family, but I think they pretty much speak her language to her as opposed to speaking English. So I think she's probably learning a little bit more English, which, is fine, but I would like to learn a little bit more about her language. So that's that. She was particularly chatty. I'm about to do my walk, and every day she gives me a bottle of water, and I appreciate the water. I drink it all the time, but I'm carrying it with me today because I'm getting ready to do this walk. But I kind of don't like using plastic water bottles. I try to fill my water bottle up with tap water and use that. And if I'm out and about, I'll drink water from the bottle. Um, and at some point when I'm doing van stuff, it'll have to be bottled water. But at this point, while I got tap water in my sink, I just use that. So she brings me a bottle of water, so I'm bringing that with me to drink in case I get thirsty because my lips feel a little dry. What else? Um, hmm. I think that's it. The lady used to bring me soda, and I'm not a big soda drinker. And I did mention to her that I don't really drink soda. I forgot how I communicated to her, but she doesn't bring me soda anymore. She does bring me water, which I appreciate, but she does not bring me the soda pop. So I'm glad about that. And the other thing is the weather. So the last time you guys saw me, I did like 5 miles, but I went to a place that was 2.5 miles, and it was 2.5 miles back. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do all that this time. The place I'm going is 2 miles, but coming back I might not be walking. So anyway, I wanted to get that in. The weather is good. It's about 67 degrees, which feels pretty pleasant. We got one more day of halfway decent weather, and then I hear the bottom is going to fall out over the weekend. So I'm not looking forward to that, but you still got to get it in. I don't take you guys on all of my walks because technically you're supposed to do, 10,000 steps for three times a week, I think. That's what I'm trying to do. And then every day, except for those 10,000 steps, I try to get in at least 30 minutes, but they could be split into 10 minutes and things like that. And my 30 minutes does not equate to 10,000 steps. So I'm going to go ahead and take y'all with me, put these glasses on. It's sunny, actually. It's not bad. The sky is perfectly blue, and I'm going to show y'all. I'm walking in a different direction than I walked before when you guys were with me. I I walked west. Today I'm going to be walking north, and straight north, and then a little bit east of where I am. So you guys have to excuse the lumpy bumpy walk step, and also the change in lighting because I am outside. The trees are slowly, unfortunately, losing their leaves, and they are a good coverage for the sun. I'll try to not obstruct your view too much, and try to have something interesting to talk about as we're walking. If I can, if I keep getting the blockage of the sun, I'm just gonna leave it be and leave it at that, and then get back with you guys when it's something happening that I could report back to you on. One of the things I just recently did, I was watching a YouTuber. I was just doing some YouTube surfing, and this woman came on who's doing a declutter or something like, no, she's a minimalist or trying to be, or one. And she did a challenge that some other YouTuber did related to like minimalism, but getting to that point of decluttering. So you guys know I'm on that trip of decluttering, minimalizing, whatever. And oh, I gotta wait for the lights. I live near this beautiful park, so, and it's like a main thoroughfare as well. And I gotta keep my eye out. So she did this challenge, a 30-day, she called it a declutter challenge. And what she did, sorry, I'm walking across the street, I don't want to get hit by a car. What she did was, she said this guy who also did a challenge did something where he took 30 days and threw something out to each day. So I didn't quite get it. I'm a little slow. So on day 1 you throw away one thing. Day 2 you throw away 2 things. I think that's how she was saying it. And then by day 30 I think you have to throw away 30 things. But I'm not doing it exactly that way. You know how we are. We're always changing things. So how I'm going to do it. So she actually did a different way too. Let me stop for a minute. I just ate before I came, and I'm a little winded. But what she did was, plus I'm not breathing correctly while I'm trying to talk, walk, hold the camera, stay out of the sun, don't get hit by cars, don't trip over the sidewalk. Try and do all those things at once. But what she did was, she said she took like a week, and she compiled her 30 days into a week or something. I don't understand, but that's how I think she did it. So at the end, she kind of completed her 30-day challenge in 7 days or something. So what I'm going to do, because I'm still owing you guys like an apartment tour, is I'm going to, I just wrote down after I saw her video, and it was inspired. I forgot her name, so I apologize. I wrote down like what I'm going to declutter, like clothes. So I wrote down 30 things that I'm going to, and it was tough because the first 10 things was easy. I was like clothes, kitchenware, jewelry, this and that. I'm going to declutter those things, but then I had to get to 30. I'm like, how am I going to get to 30 things? At the end of the day, though, I made it work, because I also include what she said, which I enjoyed, was she said get rid of digital clutter. So I'm encouraging you guys to do the same. I never thought of that, digital clutter. And I have 2 sets of digital clutter. I just have traditional digital clutter, like cookies and things to get off my computer, but I also have files that I need to get off my computer, photos and files and things. So that was 2 things on my list of 30. And then see if I can get in the, you have to get in somewhere where I don't want to keep you guys squinting. So that I did walk through the park, by the way, if you guys want to take a look. This is a very large park in the city, across from this is like a half a block from my house. So 30 items is what I decided to do. So I came up with 10 things like immediately, kind of immediately, and then I tried to do the next 20 things, like how in the world. But I eventually came up with things like planting materials, because I got like flower pots and soil. I don't need that stuff. And I did tools. Some of the last things I did, because it was getting hard for me to think. I did tools, I did like small appliances, all of those kind of things were on my declutter list. even though I'll do things when I reorganize and minimalize the apartment. You know, I'm doing room by room, but I'm also going to go after those 30 things. I'm going to try to film it like and do maybe a voiceover as opposed to, you know, step by step while me talking, because I want to have more clarity on what I was doing. So we'll see what happens. It's an experiment. And then the last thing before I let you guys go. So I am in my apartment. I'm in a locked, secure building, but they have been doing some work in the building. So, okay, get a knock on the door, and it's an organizer about the minimum wage stuff. And as she was asking me these questions, I'm just thinking, like, how in the heck did you get in my building? So she said, oh, the door was open. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. I didn't have a problem with it as far as like who was at the door, because I heard her knock on the neighbor's door, and then she came to my door and was talking about the minimum wage, which I was happy to see people out organizing, because I am a natural organizer, so it wasn't a big deal. But the whole point of her being able to go into the building was like, okay, that's a little interesting. So we'll see what happens. If somebody complains about it, I really do not care, to be honest with you guys. So I'm going to let you go. We've been chit-chatting for about 12 minutes, and I thought I'd only talk to you about 5 because it loads up quicker, but I'm going to let you go. I might play on this. You see those little play things? I might get on that for a minute and play on it like a kid. Since I'm already walking, I may as well do something fun. And I will check out you guys later. Jacqueline, JW Van Minimal. Like, subscribe, share. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you. See you on the other side.